Dub T motherfucking dub, ho.
Yo, and welcome to the Ambition Hour podcast. This is your girl, Audi 3000, and this is episode 97! Oh, thank God. Yo, welcome everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? This is the Ambition Hour podcast. This is your girl, Audi 3000. I am here with my co-host, Have and Spitz. Shout out to the boys. Say what's up, boys, to the people.
You.
I wanted to go ahead and say thank you to everyone who is tuning in. If it's your first time here, make sure you join the WTW fam by hitting the subscribe button and the little bell on the side. That way you get notified each and every single time that we drop a new episode. And this is WTW Saturdays, and this is when we drop a new episode of the Ambition Hour podcast and the video.
Facts.
If you want all things WTW, all you have to do is head on over to our website, WTWrecords.com. You can find a shirt like the one Hav is wearing. You can also still get La Vita at Bella shirts, also as well as some of the other stuff that we have on the website. Make sure that you check it out. That way you can see what we have. Yeah, I'm excited. It's episode 97 and I cannot believe it. That means I've been doing this for 97 weeks, and that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's coming up. Three away. Three away
from 100. 100. So thank you, boys. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Great, man. Feeling good. Feeling great.
No. Feeling good.
Feeling how I look.
Feeling how I look. Yes, you look good, so you must be good.
I feel like shit then if you're talking about how I look.
Moving along now.
All right. So what are you grateful for, Hav?
What I'm grateful for? Oh man, I feel like every single week I say life. What I'm grateful for actually is my ambition and my hunger, that I have, and that I continue to strive and remain on a positive path and keep on this good route of, following my passion and shit like that, and putting that more into action, into play, and, strategizing more, and just happy that I'm doing that rather than like, putting my hands up and being like, the game got me. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we're going to figure this out. Dubs up all day, every day. We're going to continue to work hard, make way better music, and, keep buying that dope shit. Keep supplying that dope shit.
Facts.
What are you grateful for, Spitz?
Me, personally, I'm grateful for the creativity. Like, I was writing something earlier today, and I was just like, damn.
I'm good.
Yo, yeah, that face came, and I was just like, oh, man, I still, like can, get to the creativity when I want to.
Right.
So I'm grateful that, like, sometimes you get, like complacent because you're trying to get a business going and get people to hear your music and stuff like that, so you don't get around to, like, the love and making and the creativeness, so like I'm grateful that I still can be able to do that. And you know what I'm saying, like I got y'all guys around, y'all inspire me to to come out of that bag, you feel me? So
yeah, creativity.
Shout out to y'all too.
Shout out to you.
Facts.
I wanted to say that I am grateful for my grandpa. And yeah, I just wanted to say that because it was his birthday this past week, and I was just like super grateful for all the moments that I had with him. So yeah, it was funny because I was listening to the episode that my sister was on earlier today, and because I was trying to see what episode it was, and it was episode 55. And shout out to Stephanie.
Why did I feel? I felt like it was 56. I said yesterday.
It was 55. Yeah. I couldn't remember which one it was yesterday. But yeah. So episode 55, and that was actually the day that he passed away. So it was kind of like, oh wow, like I was with her when I found that out, and it was right after an episode that we shot an episode. That was pretty crazy. But all cool. Just like I didn't want to like just like hark on it too much. I just am very grateful for him and like all the memories that I had. And it was just weird because normally like I'm bothering one of my aunts or uncles to go like visit him so I can, or like who's gonna go visit him so y'all can FaceTime me right. So I can talk to him or like tell him happy birthday. And so that was just different this year. But I had my own conversation with him, so it was cool. So yeah, so that's what I'm very grateful for. This past week actually, last week was Thanksgiving, so we had a nice little long weekend. We ended it up at Disney. I ended my social media cleanse and my wonderful month of November in the happiest place on earth where dreams come true. Y'all saw the promo.
Yo, they cut that check for her.
They should.
For real.
Should have tagged their
for real.
asses. I'm about to tag them. Hold up.
Yo, Disney, you got that bag? Disney, you got that bag?
Yeah,
you see
real.
us? You see us?
Yeah, but it was pretty cool because I laughed so hard the whole freaking weekend.
Yeah, this is not an ad.
Yeah, like I laughed like on the rides, and all the rides were just dope as fuck. Mm-hmm. It was such a great experience. Like it had been a minute since I had went, and then we like got to just have fun with like, you know, people, like good people, and like good vibes, and it was just dope as fuck. I loved it. And yeah, so now I'm back on social media, and social media is the same. y'all don't change. Nothing changed. I was having a conversation earlier about how it's like when your parents let you go back outside again, but all the people that you like aren't outside, so it's kind of whack. It's like,
I could go back in the house.
Yeah, I'm about to go back in the house, man.
I was like, I'm about
Go
to
back inside.
They didn't come out?
I'm about to delete this app again.
Alright.
Y'all look, I got pictures I'm trying to get on.
Very important though.
She had a loaded gun. She just wanted to shoot. I'm sorry, people.
The one thing about having a social media cleanse is that you got content. And people be nosy as fuck. That first post that I got mad engagement. I was just like, look at you.
Look at you.
Look
The
at
thirst.
you now.
The thirst. Thirst quencher.
Yo, last week's episode was fucking hilarious, guys. Episode 96.
Facts.
If you guys
Yeah,
checked it
yeah.
out last week, that was
Go check this one out after. You know, that's another classic episode.
I had a lot of genuine laughs in there. There were like a lot of outbursts.
That's
Yeah.
when it started. I haven't stopped laughing since we shot last
Yeah, sweet. So
episode.
right. Because then after that it was Thanksgiving. Then after that, yeah. Basically,
yeah.
yeah.
It was Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
the
that
whole
makes
weekend.
sense.
Yeah.
And then Thanksgiving was
weekend.
cool. I had a good Thanksgiving. I did what I wanted. I went with my mom to like get the turkey and all that stuff like we always do. It was pretty cool.
No, yeah, it was dope.
I was gonna share something. Okay, so Thanksgiving just passed or whatnot, and I was having a conversation with my mom about like her first memory of like, you know, because she wasn't born here. Both of my parents weren't born here, and so for them, like Thanksgiving is like something that they never celebrated before, like because in their country they don't have that. So coming here, you know, it's something that's new. It's something that, you know, like that you learn and then you just adapt it, because we grew up always, you know, doing Thanksgiving. Like it was just a tradition. So I just wanted to ask you guys, because what I asked her was like, what was your first Thanksgiving? Like, do you remember your first Thanksgiving? And so for her, it was just like, oh yeah, like I was, you know, taking a English class, and you know, they kind of like taught us about it there, and like we learned about it there, and then like her family ended up having something, and then they danced and had fun after. And so I guess ever since then, that has just been something that she's always celebrated, and then the same for my dad. So I wanted to ask, like, when growing up, like, what was the first thing that they told you about the Thanksgiving?
The turkey.
The turkey? Yeah.
It's
like,
the-
it's gonna be a turkey.
It's gonna be.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna
like-
be a
it's
turkey.
yeah, it's like
yeah, and some
turkey.
food. Holiday, hell day, you know, the good old nice little story, but you know, we all know the truth.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
it's crazy because like I can remember as a kid just loving Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
how they the Pilgrims,
Yeah.
and they ate with
Oh
the
my God,
Indians.
yes.
Like it's like I was like, yo, man, they ate with the Indians, man. Like,
You
yo,
get older,
they're
and
cool,
it's-
and and that just be even like, whoa.
they didn't
You're
teach
like,
us
whoa.
that in second grade.
Yeah.
No, I
They did
cannot believe
more.
I thought like
They
I
did
mean,
more than you eat with them.
you know, turkey's cool and all, but like,
Yeah.
yo, bro, like chill with, you know.
I mean,
them
I'm not in
lies
that
y'all was
age
telling,
group, but
bro.
like I feel like they don't have that out as much anymore. You know what I mean? Or you didn't see the
Nah, I don't think they does.
commercials,
Yeah,
and
they
you know,
don't.
or like the
The pilgrimage and stuff. Yeah, no, they
and
don't.
the
They
Indians
don't.
things anymore. Well, I mean, yeah, we are living in a little bit more sensitive times and shit like that. So, and now information is so disposable. You could really look up the truth on some shit rather than like going he said she said type shit.
Right.
Dang. Yeah. So I think that's my first memory. I can't remember. Like another memory that I feel like I had was the first Thanksgiving we had here, like in this house. Like I don't know. I feel like I remember that one. It was like we had like the candles lit and shit like that, and I don't know. I just remember that probably. But, yeah.
I remember like when we were younger and like just doing a whole bunch of like, cause we have a big family in California. So we would have to go like to different houses and just having to like maneuver between different families and different personalities. And to me, to me, it's like, it's been food and family to like, it was always that, like, it was never like, oh, the story behind it or like, cause they never, I didn't know the story. Like, I don't know, like I know the whole thing about like now about that what happened and what actually happened. Honestly, we have a salt shaker that are pilgrims, and I was feeling some type of way about them. I was like,
they look untrustworthy.
You know,
put this in a cup.
No wonder.
Dispose this.
Yeah, no wonder. But yeah, so I always just like, to me, it has always just been about that tradition, about that just being family and like eating together as a family, and then you have the turkey. Now, the turkey thing, I think that's what they try to like highlight the most when it comes to like, you know, the commercials and like all that stuff, because of course, like, who wants to highlight a massacre? Right. Except 50 Cent.
Well, I mean, or also
the massacre. I see what you did there.
You see what I did there?
You
feel me?
It's a massacre on a bunch of turkeys, though. At the end of the day, so if you're vegan, I mean, that's not so friendly.
Dang.
Shout out to the vegans.
My dog went deep.
So who knows about it? You know, like in 20 years or like in 50 years, you know, motherfuckers might be more vegan than normal, and then now turkey is getting out of Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Like, or you know, like, because it's like how it's more sensitive now with that whole story.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'll just be honest with you guys. Like, that'll never happen.
Because what'll never happen?
The vegan takeover, because it's too expensive to go vegan or even eat healthy.
Well, I think also
always it'll be like
eating. It's way easier to go to the drive-through and get you know some nasty shit.
Always, and people don't have money, so you know they're gonna just get what they
can pay for. We are broke.
Yeah, we broke out here. We broke.
You guys are broke.
Just like, oh, y'all broke. Cool.
Peasants.
Flex. Light flex.
You know, new phone.
Let me stop. I actually want to get the new one. I'm thinking about upgrading like next year.
Double flex. Okay.
Privileged.
Double flex.
I'm just saying, your girl deserves something new.
Smells like pour in here.
You go take a shower.
All right, so that's pretty cool. I wanted to incorporate that conversation that I had with my mom into the episode, because I feel like sometimes as adults, like, you're just so accustomed to, you know, okay, it's Thanksgiving, it's this, it's that, and then you don't technically go into the meaning or even what, you know, your memories of Thanksgiving are, like your first memory. Like, we don't necessarily remember the first Thanksgiving that we had, because we were probably kids. We were probably babies.
Yeah, we were.
You know, yeah.
Thanksgiving since.
Yeah, we've been having Thanksgiving for all. Like, I know we've been having Thanksgiving my whole life. I know that for a fact. Especially now talking to my parents and like asking them like about their Thanksgivings. Like, they've been, you know, doing Thanksgiving for such a long time. So it was important for me to like find that out, because I just think that those type of conversations with our parents are needed, because I also feel like that's something that can like break the pattern in what's going on, you know, even with the holidays, because maybe there's something that you guys do when you're Thanksgiving that is just like, man, if I was in charge of it, it would maybe possibly go this way. You know what I mean? Or, you know,
I think that's just a woman thing. No, I'm kidding.
No. But when you get your own family,
we have your own family, and then like
we'll start our own traditions. Like, right. Episode 96. You'll see me talk about that.
You just tripping like you women do.
Yeah. No. They just always.
We are not going to attack women.
They're so ready to plan
Not
something.
yet.
They're like, my wedding. Can't wait to do that. I missed the moment.
You missed it.
Oh yeah, it's coming up. That moment's coming.
The moment's coming.
No, wait. What you guys talking about?
No wait, no wait.
What you guys talking about? No, please tell me. Before.
We're definitely
won.
talking
You
about
won.
that.
You won.
You won again.
You won.
Ding, 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 ding. You are the winner.
Facts.
So yeah, so it's just something that can break the pattern and like the traditions, and not even just like with your family, because I don't want people to fall in love, like have to like feel like pressure that they have to have family to have their own traditions. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
You could start your own traditions. You know.
Yeah, do your own thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's just something that I was thinking.
Oh my bad. But well, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Well, no, I was just mentioning that, like, you know, it's just important. I feel like just to have those type of conversations, so you kind of like see a little bit more about where you come from and how you actually feel about the holiday. Because you sometimes just celebrate it because like mom's like, yo, I cook.
Well, go see what this plate do.
We're all gonna eat together.
I get what you're saying, because like probably the last 3 or 4, like be honest, at least like
Let's
the
be
last
honest.
5 years.
My
Like
dog's
I
face
haven't
went crazy.
I haven't been to like a family like Thanksgiving, but those like back when I was young and just growing up through all of those, I can remember all of those, and you take it for granted. Well, now that I'm looking back at it, because I don't, like this last Thanksgiving, I didn't have a Thanksgiving. Like I ate some Burger King, some shit like that.
Oh, spits.
Yeah. So like,
Should have came through.
Yeah.
I know.
No.
Everybody said this. No, I said I know. Everyone was telling me the same thing, but I was just like, it happens. But
Yeah.
like, but you take that for
Shit,
granted.
yo, I'm sorry.
Growing, this guy here, come on.
I just see busy.
Just
Burger
eating a
King
burger,
crying.
just like,
Like in Pineapple Express, crying, eating the burger.
one tear.
It happened.
Trust.
One tear drop.
There's no lies there.
Y'all are dumb as
Let me
fuck.
go to the story. So you growing up, like I'm young and being around like my family members, like my uncles, you know what I'm saying, like just telling stories and shit, and just like just giving like all kind of information from their past. Like I always enjoyed that shit. And you get to the point now where you don't get that all the time. You want to get a family and build your own type of tradition and tell them stories. Like, yo, man, I had an uncle, man. This mama used to,
Thanksgiving time, yeah.
All right, because
That's pretty
you
cool.
got stories too, that you can tell your the up and coming, coming up and stuff like that. So that's another good thing. Like the only tradition that I think should be passed on more so than anything of being like, my mom made macaroni like this, like, he's like, and she made it with this,
She put little bacon bits on it, like, all right.
Calm down, guy. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're sucking her toes. But like,
I know I'm a little late on it, guys, but
create your own traditions. You know what I'm saying? Like with your family and stuff like that. You feel me? Like, so build your own.
yeah. There was something that I saw that I was gonna mention. That some people were bashing like Friendsgiving, like, man, y'all just do that dumb shit, blah 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 blah. And then there were some people who were saying like, well, no, some people are like not really close with their families, and then they're not, and they're not like having those other type of celebrations, and how like that Friendsgiving or that time is that time for them to at least celebrate the holiday, what I mean? And they should probably look forward it more than you, motherfucker, who is just, privileged as fuck to like, like all that shit that they were saying. So I just thought that was it was just some different insight. I never thought about it like that. I just always thought that like that was kind of cool, like friends getting together, having like, I don't know.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of Friendsgivings. This year I wasn't.
I did not partake.
I did not
It's because
partake.
she wasn't on social media. She didn't get the invite.
Quick thing.
Dog, that's so crazy. Thank you for reminding me. Finish your point.
No, I was just gonna say, my boss told me that his wife ordered
Ordered in.
Boston Market.
Smart woman.
Like,
She's a real queen.
But think about this though. Like you like on Thanksgiving, like you're eating Boston Market, and you're just like, yeah, okay, I'll eat this tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing.
I definitely had
The mac and cheese be hitting that Boston.
I had
market,
what do you call
I
it?
don't eat that mac and cheese no more.
I had pizza. I had pizza like it was like my pre-Thanksgiving meal.
It was her Thanksgiving meal to herself.
Yeah.
I earned this.
I did. I had worked out that day because I went to the gym, so I was just like, "Oh, we gonna get it. We gonna have some pizza, then we gonna have a little food later." And then so that helped me not overeat. I guess I also think I didn't overeat because I was just so excited for Disney that I was like, "Oh my god! Like I just want to eat and then like go to sleep."
Yeah,
so I can
I
go
don't
to
know.
Disney tomorrow.
I feel like I've never overdone it at a Thanksgiving. Only time I probably overdone it is when you do hop around from like different places, and that's with me and my uncle, my godfather. When we used to go like bounce around, that was a lot because like everywhere you went, you would want to get something.
For
you
real,
know, like because it could be
that
like a
looked
different
good.
thing. Like the turkey might look it might look like it's hitting different over here. You know, so you might want to try it.
Look a little more juicier. That juiciness will get you.
Mm-hmm. That turkey one is good. That should be good.
That's the fact. So I discovered this weekend that one of my best friends was checking my sister's Instagram
Oh yeah.
to see if she was with me to see where I was. She was coming down. She was meeting us at Disney, right? So she's coming to meet us, and she, instead of texting me and be like, "Yo, where you at?" she basically like went to somebody else's Instagram.
Yeah, and I wasn't posting, so she was like,
yeah, she's just like, nobody posted anything, so I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, why didn't you just text me? Like,
Social
like
media
that.
is crazy.
yeah.
It's like that show. You don't get spit started.
No, you don't get spit started.
I'm saying, you don't be you.
Yeah, don't
people.
be you.
So yes, I just found that was really funny because something that I made a point during my social media cleanse was to talk and text the people and communicate with the people that like I genuinely care for and like love talking to.
Yeah.
Like like those were the people that I found myself like talking to more, and
Can't hit our chat up.
that chat was dry. I was like, oh, thank God. It's a cleanse from them too. I'm joking.
And she got her solo episodes off. I'm
I
dead.
did get solo episodes. Damn, we gotta go back to November.
November was a great month. No regrets.
No regrets. No regrets November. Like, y'all had that other bullshit. I got my no regrets. But yeah, so that's what that was one of the points that I made. Also, like journaling and all this stuff, like just, you know, writing my thoughts, and that's very therapeutic. Spitz, Jesus, put your damn phone on silent, boy. You not read your contract.
My dog wasn't even worried about that. He was trying to read off the text. He's like,
he was trying.
Yeah, he's so numb to the song.
He
He's
did.
Like,
He did the like. Let me act like I'm gonna silence it.
Yeah,
but like
I'm really just looking at the message.
really.
Another genuine laugh, people.
Yeah, hey, keep
This guy, get him a contract. Comedy.
Keep the genuine laughs in the comment.
Not Eddie Murphy. Not Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Dave Chappelle.
So, Spitz, if you travel back in time for one day, what year would you go to and why?
Ooh. I would say I would travel back to 2003. 2003.
What was out that year? Was that 50s year?
Well, see, 2003, it was around the time like I was like doing a lot of battle rap and stuff like that, and I would say
A lot of gun bars, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, seriously.
Fire. Sorry.
I would say around that time, the reason why I would try to generate myself more to making music, you know, like but then I wouldn't, you know, like be here where I am now.
That's a fact.
You know,
but you
so
would
you're
still go
always
back to that
grateful.
year.
But I still go back to that year because
Or
like
a day in that year.
well, a day in that year would be on the side of the fucking Southridge, fucking like between the what is it, like the little stairwell area, and that's where we used to battle rap. And this fucking guy, I forgot his name, he got me. Like I was walking over there because like what they do is like they battle rap and they call people out and shit like that. And like I was like waiting for, like I was even telling people, I was like, yo, if that motherfucker That motherfucker calls me out. Yo, I'm going in on his ass. I'm gonna go in on his ass. And he called me out. He went in on me.
He went in on me.
He went in on me.
Dang.
So I go back to that day, you know what I'm saying? And I literally, you know what I'm saying, seized the moment. You feel me? Because it's not like I would have lost. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm mad because, like, I didn't rap. You get me what I'm saying? So I go back to that moment.
That's crazy.
I just get your ass, boy. Like, I will get you, boy. Like,
That's
this time I'd rap.
crazy,
Like,
yeah.
I'd rap this time, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, but, yeah, he got me, though. I was talking shit, and he got my ass.
Did you want to see what was out in 2003, Hav? Or-
Yeah, well, yeah, it was songs like In the Club, PIMP.
Ooh,
In
Can't
the
Let You Go,
Club.
the
Can't
Jump
Let You
Off.
Go,
Damn, that
Jump
song
Off.
was lit.
Right There by Chingy, Beyonce, Crazy in Love.
Crazy in Love, I love, bro.
So
Jay-Z and Beyonce, Pump It Up also came out. Big Pump.
shout out.
in those
Pump It Up,
in
yeah.
those jeans.
that
Rock
was
with
A
true.
you.
legend was born.
Yeah.
Pump it up came out that year.
Yes, sir.
Yo, that's a legend.
Hey,
Legend.
y'all.
Legend.
Hey, y'all.
My love is like, whoa, that's a good song. I'm about to play it after the episode. Like a Pimp, Clubbin' by Marcus. That was a shit. Ooh, Love at First Sight. Damn, there's a lot of good songs that came out this year.
Damn.
This is
I'm
like,
sorry,
I can keep going, but this is a really good
'cause,
list.
the
One
beginning
Call
of,
Away,
the 2000s was a good
Through the
music
Wire.
era.
It was really that.
Through the Wire. Oh yeah, that's right.
And then
That's
the girl,
right.
you want to come to my hotel, baby? I'll give
Yo,
you my
that
room
scene,
key.
that scene of 2003 when my sister was she was like going off to college and shit like that too, and you know what I'm saying, like everybody there was like fascinated with this Kanye West guy, bro, like, and it was everywhere. Everybody like, this guy raps. He got wires in his mouth and he's rapping, like he rapped with the wire in his mouth. Like, it was crazy.
rap with
bruh,
this mouth
like,
wired shut.
facts,
is kinda
bro. Like,
crazy.
it
I
was
remember
crazy.
in high school, like
Yeah, it's
finding
really
that
crazy.
out and being like mind blown.
Yeah.
That was like really possible. Damn. So that's a really good year. What about you, Hav?
Dang, I man, I would want to go to a year that I wasn't around. I guess I don't know. I don't have like that particular moment, or like to go back in time, probably change something. Maybe if I gave it more thought, but I don't know. I'll go back to 9 to 7. Tell Big not to take that car. Let's chill. Let's smoke another blunt. You know what I mean, or some shit. I don't know. Or like I'll go like to the. I don't know. I feel like the 50s. I have like a soft spot. I think I said this in another episode, like for the 50s and 60s, and be over there and shit, and see what that scene was about, just to see like what it was. Well, no, not maybe closer, maybe like the 70s. Yeah, because shit was kind of fucked up back then, and I don't know how they would have treated the
70s
kids.
was a dope era.
Yeah.
Like, I think 70s and 80s. Like, I just like any movie based in those
In
eras.
those eras,
Yeah,
yeah.
like those eras right there is like crack to me. I don't know, like literally eat crack.
See what you did there. Yeah, I don't know. Go to that, hang out at Woodstock. I don't know.
Sounds good. I thought you guys would talk a little longer to give me time to get my answer.
Hey, that was a good answer though. The Woodstock thing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to experience that.
Yeah, some like musical shit. Yeah.
Because
That's why.
it's fucking weird, like just being out there.
There,
So
yeah.
just you'd be high as fuck, like.
Be the highest in the room.
Okay, so I think about different years. Of course. I think of different years. I think of the year I think of the year that hip hop started. Like, I would go back to that.
I want to be at the party.
I want to be at the party. Yeah.
Yo,
where
that's
it
kinda-
first
And that
started.
breakdown came. Yeah.
Yeah,
Got you.
I would want
That'd be
to.
awesome.
I would want to be there. That's something that like, cause I feel like it would just be so cool, like just to see like something, just like blossom and then get to see it just grow, because there's people from that time that are still alive and like, they'd have seen what hip hop has turned into. And y'all know I love hip hop. It's just so beautiful to me, and every aspect of what it is, like the DJing, the beatboxing,
The graffiti at
the
that
graffiti, the breakdancing, everything, like every single aspect that it has to do with hip hop. I just love it so much. And then of course I think about I also think about I guess like times when it would be like 1996, but mainly because I remember I would be like recording, like not recording. I would just like sing.
Yeah, you were right. Recording.
My dad.
You gonna drop some bars?
No, because my dad, he would like make me sing. And so I would sing, and I would just like, I would have a microphone and I would sing. I would sometimes do it when he wasn't there, but like I always think about that time, and I'm like, dang, I wonder if like I would have kept doing that, like, and like into my adulthood and stuff, like how it would have been. Obviously, like I have a good voice, like to talk. But shout out to a player for that. And my mom, they both have nice voices. But yeah, so I would go back to that, and then I also think about it was just one, but yeah, for me those were two that just stood out to me the most. I have another one, but it's only one.
Please do tell.
Do tell.
It would be,
You
it
like
would
the
be
platform.
Do tell, lady.
it would be 98.
98.
Yeah. But it would be the day before we moved here.
Damn, yeah. I remember that day.
Are you slicing tires so you don't get here?
No, well, we came by plane.
Oh
Hey,
shit.
well, we could have made it to the airport.
That's a felony.
Yeah, that's wild.
No. That'll be a
felonies.
no.
Yeah, that's wild. That day, but not to change anything, just to like relive it. It was such a beautiful, like it was such an awesome day.
Yeah, Drake got a bar like that. He's like, not for I could change shit, just for I could relive it twice or some shit like that.
Yeah, like that was
That shit hard.
that was that's fun. And there's other dates that like I would definitely go back to just to relive them, because that's the thing about life, is that we have low parts, but we also have amazing high parts, like really good times in our lives that it doesn't even matter. And that's why, to me, like I always jump at the opportunity of like traveling now, or like going to see family, or being like, yeah, I'm gonna go do that, because like what are you gonna do? You're gonna wait. You're gonna wait a little longer. Like, what you waiting for? Like, go do that shit. Go, chill with your family. And I also know, because it's something that I have resented from in the past, that like I wouldn't do those things for my family or for my friends and stuff. Yeah. And so, not that I resent it and that's why I do it. It's just like, damn, I know what it feels like to not go to those things, and how much it sucks to like have been doing something else, thinking that it was way more important than these memories. And so yeah.
I will go back and do the good deed and ask Bush why he knocked down the towers.
Damn, my dog went conspiracy theory.
That's muted part right there.
I could tell Jada, because Jada's still wondering to
You just took the Kanye jump right there, huh? George Bush doesn't like black people.
Nah, because Jada was wondering why.
Fire.
Facts.
So I'm like, and he's still wondering why 10 or some years. So I will want to relieve him from that.
All facts.
You know, I would like to relieve, because he asked why. So I want to know. I want to know if I could tell Jada and be like, "Yo, I figured out why."
He needs that answer. I feel you.
Yo, I was listening to Honey, the Mariah Carey song, trying to get some bars.
Shout out Mariah, your time's coming. It's about to be Christmas.
No, it's first of
no,
all,
it's here.
No, first of all,
I've already been playing it.
That bag is here.
That All I Want for Christmas has been playing since the end of September for your girl. I've been ready.
Damn.
Shout out to Gabs, because he's the reason why I'm like always get excited for All I Want for Christmas, the song. And it's actually the 25th anniversary of the song this year. So she's coming out with like a whole bunch of cool shit. She's coming out with like little cassettes, and like
that's hard.
And like it's like an ornament as well, and just so many different things.
Deserved.
And yeah,
Well deserved,
so she wrote that song.
Goddess.
That's a Christmas song that isn't a cover.
She bro. Mariah Carey is. We said a goddess, right?
A goddess.
We did say goddess.
Come on,
goddess.
No lies detected.
She's a diva.
Diva, the
A
first
ball-
diva.
a
No, the
boss.
first diva. The first real diva.
I don't know. Like, I know she give it up, but like,
Nah, but she
But-
play that shit hard
yeah.
though, bro. Like,
She's
and
like
she
the
makes
diva.
she makes that diva shit like be like, yo, I fuck with a broad like that. Cause like it's not like it's bad diva-ish.
yeah,
It's like it's good, and you just be like, damn, like yo, she cold for that.
She cold.
Ice
like, yo,
Queen.
she cold
Ice
for that.
Queen.
No, but no, yeah, I don't know. I think that diva shit started and ended with her. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like.
I mean, Beyonce kind of, you know, did the diva as a female.
Yeah, I don't know, but also like I what I mean.
Beyonce's
more,
humble.
Yeah, I would say she's a
very
little bit
humble.
more. She's very humble.
She's
Oh
very
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
for
So, like,
sure.
just more in that sense, like in that diva bravado. You know what I mean? I guess is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Mariah's the one that
also-
did it right. Then I guess you know, like
Yeah,
she
she did.
She like if there's a picture dictionary, it should just be Mariah Carey, diva, Mariah Carey.
Diva Mariah Carey.
Is there?
Oh, so this past week, it was Jay-Z's 50th birthday. Can
Shout
we
out
give a
Jay-Z.
hand of applause for the motherfucking goats?
Jay, Hovey,
Mad Six and Forever.
Rock a Block, Rockefeller.
I was
I
listening
haven't
to that
seen
shit.
that in a long time,
What?
brother.
The
What
Rock?
he just did right there. Chill, bro. Like,
What? First of all, don't you disrespect the rock sign like that. You know, I remember. I guess because I love going to his concerts and like just throwing up the rock like at the cool time where like everybody has the rock up. That shit's lit. That's just so dope.
Man, you know when you're listening to Otis, you know.
Or even he go, "Is the rock in here?"
Yeah.
It is the rock in here. Because yeah, man, you just grew up like it's just seeing that like Dame Dash throwing it up, like everybody.
Shout
I
out
don't
Dame, but
Yeats.
yeah, Jay-Z's birthday.
Yeah, Jay-Z's
turning
birthday.
yeah,
50.
shout out to him.
He got his music on Spotify. It was a big deal. A lot of Spotify users were very happy to see that his whole catalog was on there. So big shout out to that. Big shout out to Jay-Z for being giving the blueprint. Not 1, 2, or 3. I'm just talking about the blueprint of getting the game and, you know, like the whole Rockefeller shit and how that is and really how, you know, LeBron. I feel like LeBron James is doing what Jay-Z's done in rap, you know, a little bit more like it's more than just an artist, you know, like I have now a management company. I have this, and that. And I think that LeBron's kind of doing that for basketball. It's just not basketball or shoes. It's more things, you know, like with the school, with his TV production companies. But
Yeah, LeBron's the man. He's the man for that.
Shout out to LeBron. Yeah, come on the show. And also Jay-Z, like, I don't know, man. He's just done so much. And I feel like if it wasn't for Jay-Z, they couldn't be a LeBron James to do what he's doing in that sense, you know, like because Jay-Z really proved that we could just own everything ourselves and really just control it
Just do it for ourselves.
for creatives, you know.
It was well for me. I celebrated by listening to Jay-Z.
No, she's still celebrating. Before this, we was banging
we were
that
warming
Hova.
up. We were banging that for sure.
Yeah, I was definitely still celebrating because I mean he's dope as fuck. Like, come on, he's the GOAT for a reason. I'm just very appreciative of him
And
because
the music that he's giving us, yeah.
yeah, because he's also not just has shown like how Hav was saying like the blueprint on what it is to like be, you know, your own boss and like be the one who's in charge of like basically your career, but also I just feel like as a showman, like the how an MC can just like not be like overly like dancing and it's just like, you know, kind of rocking back and forth on the stage and like getting his little moves, but can move the entire crowd.
She's so on point because like as an artist, like I always looked at a lot of artists and
Their movements.
if you look at like my videos, you can tell like I don't move too much, and artists that don't move too much that I watch and I take, you know what I'm saying, praise of that is Jay-Z and Fabulous. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally like you're not gonna see them, you know, like trying to do too much and stuff like that. So they try to play like that, you know, like cool, you know, like a little cool aspect of it. You know what
But
I'm saying?
I feel like he kind of has a balance because he does the whole like because he asks you to like two-step during the show and like there's different things that like he has you do during the show that it's like you don't even care that he's not doing too much because you are and you're enjoying yourself and you're like feeling what he's saying. And it's like since his music is poetry, like when you hear his bars like and the way that he delivers them, it's in a way that it's like a poet is like just telling you these lyrics over these beats. Obviously that's what rappers are. But he just does it in a way so that, just a showman in how to like use the entire stage. Like that's something that I myself as like an MC has learned, like just from seeing his concerts and Yeah, just seeing like an overall performance on how it is. And I always would like pay attention to like transitions and things like that, because of course in the future, like, we're going to be doing concerts and we're going to be doing these type of things that I'm always paying attention to, like the back stuff, because I know I'm not going to be on stage. So I mean, I'm gonna be on stage.
Facts. I don't know what the fuck you talking
I'm
about.
not gonna be on stage.
You better go out and show your face, Claudia.
Yeah, so and I also feel like a lot of the times, like, rappers at the age of 50, they don't accomplish as much as what he has accomplished. Like, there's some who, unfortunately, because they didn't, do it on their own and had to kind of take, like, the deals that they were getting, they don't have the luxury to have the royalties, to have their own businesses, and they're 50-year-olds and plus, and you don't hear from them anymore because, unfortunately, they don't have the health insurance, they don't have things that can take care of them. So therefore, what ends up happening is that you just don't hear about them until it's like time to revamp their song, or to, the 25th anniversary of the project, or when, you find out that they really don't got money. Like, yeah. That's the only time that you really hear about them now. And so to just see someone who's in the game, who's in the game and is turning 50 and seeing the luxury and the wealth that he has, like, I just think it's awesome. And then you said Crazy in Love came out in 2003, and that today I was thinking about, like, yo, Jay-Z and Beyonce have low-key been flexing on us since 2003, since that fucking song came out. They've been flexing on us with songs, then tours, then kids, then, like, just crazy. Like, they're like building up a dynasty. And, Thanks. That's something that a lot of us admire about them, and yeah, longevity game on point with those two, and on point with Jay. I think that was kind of like to piggyback off what you were saying. Like, Jay also made it, since he is that type of artist, he was able to market himself and do all that stuff. Those artists didn't have that freedom, or even that creative freedom, to be like, nah, this is the type of music I'm gonna make. Because a lot of times it's really what the label wants to make, or the best way that they see that you are marketable to the audience, rather than the best type of music that you could make. So yeah, man, you really got to take this shit by the horn. Shout out Jay. Hopefully you had a great birthday, and it was unbothered as possible, because you've been doing a lot, bro. Did you want to say anything, Spitz?
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Well said. I couldn't just say that.
Yeah, it's a podcast. Spitz, you gotta say things on here.
You guys said a lot.
We did. I could have kept going.
My favorite Jay song, just off gut instinct.
Do I have to go first?
Well, just say if you
frontin'.
I was just right. That's Pharrell's song.
Yeah, but he is on the song. He is in that song.
On the song.
He is on the song.
He's on the song.
He got like 2 verses in that bit too.
Every time your name is brought up, I will echo nonchalant in front of an audience, like you was just another shorty I put the naughty on.
But truth be told, you do me for a loop. It's Hov. Dog bars.
Okay.
I have a couple. The first 2 that came to mind was I Know and Feeling It. But I just heard Feeling It, and I know I was blasting that shit like yesterday and like rapping every single lyric. So
Heart of the City.
It's
something off of the Black album. One of those.
I love Encore. Encore makes me feel some type of way, and that's one of the things that I love about.
Like you need an encore.
Yeah, but also because of the concept of like what Kanye sold him on that song. Like, okay, and then like here, like people are gonna go crazy, and like they're gonna be screaming, and then everyone's gonna be saying "Hov, Hov," and then like when you experience it at a concert, it's like, oh my god. Sorry, yeah. I'm really feeling nostalgic about J concerts.
That's kind of weird you say that, because I never knew that.
Yeah,
like, and that was one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite songs off of there.
That's
Encore.
And Ye went to his concert too, so like he kind of like he's been an audience member, so him kind of like giving that, I don't know, Like,
Oh, and I always loved that part too, like that whole they all out here.
Mhm.
That, and I was
Hennessy
like, they
is a
love
victory
each other. Like, that
lap
shit
without
is
leave.
fire,
What?
bro. Like you do feel some type of way when you hear
Yeah.
that shit. So
That
I can
shit gives
imagine
me
if you
chills.
are at a concert, like that shit is like even 10 times better
That has-
than hearing
yeah.
And
that.
I'm leaving. That shit.
Right, yeah, like, bro, he, yeah,
Oh, dear summer.
Damn.
facts.
I know you gonna miss me.
Song cry. I mean, we
Song
can go
cry.
all day. I just don't have a favorite, like, cause it's just Jay Z.
Yeah.
It's just Jay Z, and I
Cute,
listen to
cute,
him. I
cute.
listen to him often. Okay, so we were we were talking about we were talking earlier about this be going on this will be going on in the group chat. So it's that time, guys, where we expose those people. Nah, so something that we were talking about is that how we've talked about this on the podcast before. So to reiterate it, I guess it's how a lot of the times we say as women, dudes ain't shit. And then men say the same thing. They'll be like, "Oh no, but girls ain't shit either," right? And so it's like a constant, back and forth between the sexes. And as a woman, like I continue to see that women as well aren't shit. That's why we have an episode named "We Ain't Shit," because it's not just the dudes, ladies. Like y'all, like some of us be acting real wild in these streets, and yeah, so we just got confirmation that
The trade went through.
the
Trey went through,
Trey went
and
through.
yeah, the check cleared.
The check cleared.
The ink has dried.
They have crossed enemy lines.
Enemy line.
And, and have come back home to safe base, safe and sound, for now.
for now.
For now.
For now.
As we wait more instructions, of course.
Facts.
Yeah. It's some trifling shit going on out here, man. Especially around the holiday time too. It's crazy.
Yeah, yo, let me tell you something, bro. Like, it just doesn't get like any worse when you can sit there and be like, yo, a woman who you protect all the time and stuff like that, you feel me, that will go out there, you feel me, and still behave in a manner of like, you know what I'm saying, like ruthless men, you feel me, like, and it's to a point where it's like we live like savages, and as men, you know what I'm saying, we live like savages, and we like literally expect like a higher standard from like women and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, like to never run down any of like moral ethics and stuff like that, you feel me, like
A little known to us.
bro, like it's just crazy, you know what I'm saying, like it's like to even think that when you are hearing, women say, "Oh, niggas ain't shit," you know what I'm saying, like, and then you say, and you be like, "Well, women," and you be like, "No, you're like," and they go,
can never.
they go hard, you know what I'm saying, when we can, like literally just submit, like us men, some men can literally submit and just be like, yeah, niggas be dogs, you're right, you know what I'm saying, but you got like women out there that be literally like, no. Like, I don't believe that. Like, and it's just like, and you be like, bro, like, nah, man. Like, it's maybe you are like so small in the percentile that you still want to like be like, I don't know if it's like gender happy or like gender power.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to, I'm backing you just to back you. Like, I don't care what. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to back you whatever type ish. Because, like, I'm saying, we're all chill. We're all
We're all.
That's 2 times that you get that.
we're all.
I don't have your escrow deposit, bro.
I lost my train of thought. But look, it's just fucked up out here, man. It's really fucked up out here.
So to give a little bit more context, we're not saying too much. Is basically
Facts.
what we're saying is that, we see that a female is out here and she's doing some dirt. By dirt, because apparently we like to speak in code as men. Is basically knowingly having intercourse with the man who's in a relationship. I mean, and this is something that women do often. I'm known here as a feminist, so please don't come after me. But like,
Right.
There's been women that or women that are with men with kids or with
with the whole family.
With the whole family, you know what I
Right.
mean? And he still goes over there, you know what I mean? Like things like that. There's been cases, of course, girls that have been the side chick for guys, and
That are married.
yeah, they're married or
Been told that story plenty of times.
So who do you guys think is
So-
at fault in a situation like that?
Oh well, no. The thing is what I think is
Who?
no one is. I think Savage
No one?
when he went to this that train of thought earlier. I was thinking that he was saying that savages attract other savages. So it's just like the type of energy that you bring in is I think that's what it is. So it's like really no one's fault because that's what you attract. What you attract. You know what I mean? Like that's some shit on you and your energy. You know what I mean? Some shit you got to probably fix, hopefully, or you know, like I don't really know. I never been caught too much in that predicament.
All right, check it out. If you go down a road that has a lot of signs that say "Do not enter," right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it has all these road signs that say "Do not enter," right? And you go down that road, right? And you fucking go down a pothole and you fucking, you know what I'm saying? You get a flat tire or whatever, right? Whose fault is that? Are you blaming it on the city? You know what I'm saying? Or are you blaming it on who?
You blaming it on yourself?
Yourself? You feel me? Like that's kind of
All the signs were there.
Yeah, like this is kind of the thing that
Damn.
we could use as an
Yeah,
analogy,
you killed that.
right?
Well, he's used that analogy before. The pothole.
Well, probably the pothole, but not the signs on the road. But go
Oh,
ahead.
true.
Nah, yeah. So if you think about that,
Come on,
right?
dog, speak knowledge. Go my bad. Go
My
ahead.
bad.
Nah, cause like you know
He's
that
shining too much.
that sucks.
I'm joking. I'm kidding.
Nah, but you know, I kind of you know, it kind of hurts to actually like to see that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like unfold. You feel me? And
Knowingly.
knowingly, like, and it's like, bro, like not talking about relationships because I do construction, so I see people do this shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like not following and listening to what I'm telling them, and then they going down the road and then they coming back, and then you know I'm just
Damn, man, you were right.
It's like, yeah, I'm not fucking here for no reason.
It turns out if I drill that hole down enough, water will come out.
right, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if a person that like if you're a guy or a girl, because let me just explain it.
It's
if you're
both.
a guy or a girl,
Both do
yeah,
it.
both. If you're going on, you know what I'm saying, like someone's page or you know what I'm saying, their Twitter and anything or whatever, and like you're not doing your due diligence. Last episode, like I said, do your research, people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, that
shut up.
Know about me.
Right, know about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't do your research.
Do your Googles.
Like you're the person at fault as well as the other person.
Yeah, because it's
You
not
know
like
what
they
I'm
try
saying?
to hide it, or it's
They-
not like they try to
I mean,
disguise it in a way.
Right.
Maybe they try to keep it as low as possible, but you know what I mean. But I think that's different. If you know, you did this act knowingly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you saw the signs. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
I was just
like,
gonna say you saw
like,
signs.
I mean, like you called
just
the red
you
flag.
moved the
like,
signs out the way and you drove your ass down there.
You still drove your ass down there. You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh shit. Then pie ends up on your face. But I think it's no one's at your own self is at fault. Almost to a sense. And rather than, I think that case is worse than the other case of like, them like completely not knowing, and
Right.
then they figure out, after the deed is done, after they smash or whatever like that, and it's like, oh shit, I didn't know you had a whole girlfriend out here. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, but then now you knew before, so what's the problem now?
Right.
Kind of thing.
So how you plan? Like, how can you play yourself now and try to be like, oh, you did?
Yeah.
And it's just like, yo, bro, the road. I'll just convert back to the road.
The signs were there.
The signs were there.
Definitely.
You saw them and ignored them and choose to ignore them, and that was your fault.
I believe I feel the same way as you guys. I feel like it's both of the people's fault. Like, because at the same time, like on one end, the person, because it can be either the boy or the girl. The person can feel like, okay, yeah, maybe they have a significant other, but it's probably not that serious, or they're not claiming them, so it's not that serious, or like they always people, you're gonna believe the stories that you feed your mind. So then when
Biggest check of them all.
yeah, so and then on the other hand, the other person who is in the relationship and who is doing the deed, and is seeking attention from another person that is not their significant other, like they're just in the wrong as well. So everybody's just at fault in this situation, and then unfortunately someone's gonna end up getting hurt. And sometimes it could even be two people, because it can be the person who thought that everything was going great and didn't know that there was like another person involved.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then the person who is involved is also hurt, and then the person who ends up is like, you know, the one who knew what he was doing or she was doing.
Right. Yeah. And then they end up like,
and then they end up
probably be the
everyone's
worst
end
one.
up getting hurt, because then now they don't have anybody.
I don't have
and they're alone, and that's what they fucking deserve.
And they homeless out of nowhere.
And they ain't got nothing.
They ain't got nothing. Now they looking for a nice warm place to be.
It's too cold for that shit. It was cold earlier.
Well, it's Miami, so I don't get that. Yeah, it ain't gonna be that long.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be cold.
Give it back another week or so.
Be alright.
You gotta just hold out till at least January.
Mid-January, you good, dog.
Mid-January,
You got a
you
month
good.
in you. You know.
Put a sweater on, you'll be good.
Dog, but it
Make
gets
sure you leave with the sweater. You know how girls always want to take your hoodie.
or like a blanket, or like at least a blanket.
At least a blanket.
Yeah, but so
Cold
it
little
just goes hand in hand. It's both. Like it's both, as because I think we're at the end of the day, like I always try to emphasize the point that yes, we are. I'm a girl, you're a boy. He's a boy, I'm a girl. But at the end of the day, we're all humans. We're all humans. We all have a brain. We all have a heart. We all have a liver. We all have legs. Like for the one, like, you know, fortunately, we have all of these things that are similar, except for the body parts that make us our gender.
But we have this instinct, you know, that a lot of us fail to, you know, like understand that's within us. Because I can tell you this right now, a lot of that ignoring signs has to do with that like sexual, like,
Tension? No.
No. Like, all right, look, all right, a dog.
Desire?
No, I think he means like sexual, like sex, like gender.
When a female dog gets in heat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with like you know, any animal, like, you know what I'm saying, like prey woman, you know what I'm saying. Well, some in particular. I'm not like brother nature. I'm not brother nature, okay? I don't know all of this shit, but like let's stick with
Brother
the dogs.
nature.
Let's stick with the dogs. Let's just stick with the dogs.
Spitz,
Okay.
aka brother nature. I mean,
So when a female dog gets in heat, you know what I'm saying? If you ever had a female dog with a male dog, you'll notice when she's in heat, she basically puts her stuff like in his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she can, you know, get fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, splabbed.
Can that be the
Splabbed.
episode
Splabbed.
name?
Splabbed.
oh yeah.
You see, I caught off guard.
You did.
He's black.
Facts.
Dog.
Fucking
Dudes are funny.
But you get me though, right? So it's like us as humans, bro. Like, we still got that same shit. You know what I'm saying? So females still have that same kind of mind frame, because it's kind of like you have it in yourself. Like, I haven't got plugged in a while.
I haven't got plugged.
You get what I'm saying? So you're in heat. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you see some signs, but you're like, ah, man, come get this pussy.
Ah, fuck it, man. It's been a minute.
Come get this pussy.
I'm over here for real. Woman, like, I'm getting wet off you holding my hand. Just come get this already.
Yeah, come on. Like, it's warm.
Oh man.
It's warm.
That
It's warm inside. It's warm inside.
that made me like want to say something, but I don't want to overshare. That's crazy that you say that though, because that's something that does happen. I've seen girls that actually do that, and I've seen some. I mean, I guess men do the same thing, that they kind of, you know, it's been a while for them, so they're just like, oh shit, oh, she said yes to dinner. I'm gonna put my thing on the table.
I'm whipping it out. I'm laying it out.
Y'all remember my
I'm
do's and
laying it out
don'ts.
on the table. Leaving it all on the table. Facts. The last episode is so relevant right now.
Yo, if y'all don't know by now, after this episode, go watch the last episode. And if you already seen it, see it again, because these is they're like the saga. This
Dude.
is like
Do. That's all I'm gonna say. Do.
Dog.
It's like a saga. That's
Y'all
episode
are
1. This is
dumb.
episode 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
man,
part 2 of the
facts.
episode.
It's part 2 episode.
Feel
Yeah.
you.
It's
The saga continues.
It's gonna be a good
bitches.
week.
It's gonna be a great week. Good end of the year month too. That's crazy though, man.
It's wild.
It's bit some. Sometimes you gotta lay it out.
Sometimes
you gotta-
sometimes you gotta know when no.
Sometimes, yeah, exactly.
You know what that reminds
Oh.
me of? Do you remember in How I Met Your Mother, the guy who what he would do is that he would like, you know, go to dinner with a girl and then talk to her, and then eventually he gets invited upstairs, and then like she like goes to the bathroom and she comes back and he's butt ass naked.
My dog is ready.
Yeah,
And
player
then-
shit. And
yeah.
as soon as they see that thing, they're like, "Oh wow."
He's already undressed. Like
That's
what-
true.
I mean, I don't know how I would react to that, but that just reminds. I don't know how I would be like, wait, because the dude who it was, I wouldn't be like, yeah, let me get that.
Yeah, you know that question was. Yeah, you know that question was coming. Like, you know that question. What?
How would you feel about it?
About what?
What?
Yeah. What?
I am confused.
Facts, coach.
But yeah, so that just reminds me of that. But it's true that does end up happening.
But you never bagged the girl like her like either seeing your dick or seeing your dick print, and because that's kind of like almost the same shit. Because like,
well, not seeing it, she grabbed it. Last episode.
Damn.
Shout out.
This is the saga continues, y'all.
The saga continues. Y'all got what is it? Yeah, that's The saga continues.
Oh, that's Jay-Z.
That's
yeah.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, the saga
Oh,
continues.
Okay.
Damn.
Jay-Z does say
Well,
it.
you look at that. No, it's the guy who no, Jay-Z does say it. All right, yeah, cool.
The saga continues.
But yeah, so that was a pretty interesting topic that I definitely want to talk about because Lord have mercy.
Lord,
It's been
I need some water.
it's been
Comment below, who do you think is the most trifling, females or males, like what do you think? Or
Please let
if
us
you're
know.
a female, let us know how would you react to walking into some dick. I mean
It
being
rolled out.
Yeah.
It just rolled out for you. It just.
Yeah, we already did the hard work for you. My pants are off.
I'm just saying.
That's
It's laid out for you.
I wanted to I wanted to talk about it's a little crazy transition, but I wanted to talk
putting
about
it all out there. I mean, what?
I want to talk about clarity because I think it's so important, and it's something that I've been feeling ever since I've been back. Since I've been back and I did my soul coaching, which is something that I've done, like I said in the past episodes, that I've done for like the past 5 years. So I completed that, and I just feel like clear, like things are just clear.
A clear mind is
It's always the best.
it's the best.
Yeah, I just feel like I have a clear mind. And I just like I just keep saying the word clarity because that's what I continue to see.
Mm-hmm.
And this afternoon, like when I realized it, I'm like, oh, that's why you're feeling the way you're feeling, because there's clarity. It's clear for you now. Like what we were talking about earlier, like
Beautiful thing.
I found clarity within that during the day. I'm like, oh shit, okay, that's okay. This is why this is happening. You know what I mean? And so that's something that I just wish for like the listeners to like try to find, and like however it is that you can like get a clear mind. And
How did you get to that moment of clarity?
who, me?
Mm-hmm.
What do
You
you
said
mean?
the social media cleanse helped you, right?
Well, the social media cleanse helped, as well as the book Soul Coaching. But something that I do know that happens after when I read this book, because it's like every day you read something, like it's like a day.
It's like a task.
Yeah, it's like a task every single day for 28 days. So something that ends up happening is that once I'm done with the program, it just continues. Like it's like your mind is like just constantly like thinking, okay, like how can I understand myself more? Like what is my mind trying to tell me, or what is my heart trying to tell me? What what is my energy feeling right now? Like, what is going on that I need to understand more of my own self? Because I try to say this as much as possible, but if we can't understand ourselves, how do we expect to understand other people? This is why a lot of relationships and even friendships don't last, because we don't understand ourselves and what we want as people. And then so once you get into something, into a relationship, a friendship, and you don't understand how you are and how you feel and how certain things may trigger you, then it's just not going to work. You both know that when somebody triggers me, I'm out.
It's done. Your ass is done, boy. I'm gonna tell you right now, boy.
The gun is out on you.
Listen, God can't help you when she is out on you. Okay, it's over with.
It's over with. Yeah, forget
I
it.
thought you was gonna drop the bomb.
Oh, you're finito.
Damn,
I wish I had the reload, like the look.
Yeah, yeah, that would have been good for her ass for sure.
She should do that.
She's
now
good
her.
for it.
Yeah, she's good for it.
She's good for
She
it.
be bringing the gun out sometimes.
I do, because, man, I'm tired of people being so trash.
Can't argue
Speak
that.
your truth,
I'm
queen.
tired of that
But you
shit.
can't argue. Can't argue with that.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Like, I'm tired of people being trash and me being right about it. like, damn.
That's our episode, guys.
I knew you were trash, but like, damn, you really trash. Like, I had a feeling, and like now this gut feeling, like it's clear to me now. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. I don't know the rest though.
No one knows the rest.
I should have freaked it though.
Guys should have made up her own bars.
Facts.
We would have been like,
man, I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
They'd have to cut that check.
yeah.
for that.
Disney, holla at with the check.
I'm just saying.
You might
I
get
came
that
up
album.
with one bar at Disney. I only shared it with 2 people, and I'm not sharing it on the podcast.
It's too much gold.
It's too much. Oh, you got to pay for those bars.
I'm telling you.
Not NDA needs to be signed. You know.
That's a fact. I wanted to give a shout out to John Fifth and Dino, because we did go see them perform last night. Yeah.
Both guys have been on the
Both
podcast.
have been crazy, because fucking Dino was on episode 1.
He was one. He was
Yeah,
close.
that's a fact.
That's crazy.
To 1 tonight to 97.
And to have seen him last night and see
Seen
him
tonight,
perform.
yeah, and see them perform the song that we talked about
Oh,
too on a couple
true.
episodes ago.
That
That
we
was hella
shouted out.
dope. And yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I just wanted to give a shout out to, like, because it was Art Basel like kickoff type of vibe, and then there was it was like Creatives After Dark, and shout out to Juno, who was the one who also did the event.
Juno.
I found out that she's 8 months pregnant and like did that whole event and put it together, and it was 420 friendly, and
Oh, shit.
it was a dope, cool
It was a good time.
it was a cool vibe. I really liked it. John Fifth did his thing on stage. It was really dope to see him perform, because he doesn't live here. He lives in NYC, so we don't always get to see him. Like, I don't always get to see him perform. So that was really cool. He's a little superstar. So
Dope.
yeah, so shout out
Facts.
to both of them. They did a great job, and shout out to everybody else who was out there. It
Shout
was
out
a
to
lot of
Fifth.
fun.
Yo, shout out to John Fifth though.
Yes. Spitz, yeah, I know you wanted to share the story.
No, because like it'll take like forever and a day. So,
It will, especially if you're telling.
Like, yeah, if I tell the story, like,
So what Spitz is gonna do? He's gonna go back on the field, gain more research. As more research it becomes
nah, I'm
discovered?
I just try to stay out of that, because like that
And
shit is like it's not a situation that no
Plus,
one needs
our
to
listeners
be in.
don't need to be listening to
Yeah.
that bullshit.
Yeah, 'cause,
anyway.
like, we
And
just
they
had-
don't
we
need to
gave
see
y'all-
that. They don't need to see you in that light.
He
Bro,
was
we
gonna
just
try to-
gave y'all so much good gold and laughter.
Yeah, that he's
If
gonna
I say
fuck it
what
up with that.
if I say this now, y'all will be like, "Whoa, this is like a left
messed-
turn down the
Oh, you ain't trying to fuck up the song? You know that one verse that like, what the fuck was he on? Everybody talking about bitches, and you talking about the stars and shit.
Yeah, that guy. Right, that's a perfect way to put it.
And then he sounds like mad weird.
Yeah,
like,
like-
I'm like, what?
What?
Hey, the rest of the song is good, but
Yeah, for real.
yo, who's the third guy rapping? I
Hey.
need the third guy rap his
Them
Them
name.
topics was flowing, but that last one, y'all doing too much.
That's probably why they ended with him. They're like, no. We're gonna put you at the end.
Put it in. Put it
Yo,
in.
go kill it.
It's like, yo, who that is at the end? Just skip them. Like,
Just skip.
whenever you play and you get there, skip them.
Oh no! And then like
There's
an
nothing at the end.
And then
There's nothing
and then if
after
the
that.
engineer is a really big asshole, he just does like a long pause before the last verse. Like no, I'm gonna do this so like
You can let it breathe.
This is new. This is new.
Before you
I
kill him.
promise it's new. I promise it's new. Trust me. Trust me. All the industry are doing this
Yeah,
now.
all the industry engineers are doing it now. Damn, that's big cap.
Yeah.
With a
And then
capital
so
K.
that makes a listener be like, oh shit, the song is over.
The song's
And then
over.
they say,
Oh well.
The song is over.
oh shit, gotta listen to my next jam. Dang.
Cold blooded.
Alright, I guess that sums up the episode. Did anybody want to say anything else?
I love the audience. I love y'all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm appreciative of you guys.
Thank you guys for watching, listening. And keep on sending us any feedback. And man, put some topics down below, man. If you have any questions for Spitz, or some questions for Audi, some shit you want to know. I could give any player
Don't go
advice
too
that I
crazy,
can.
though.
I thought he
Yeah,
was
I mean-
going. I thought he was gonna say some shit like, "In ladies, if you want to touch my dick."
Okay. Yeah, well, ladies, please feel free. If
Ladies,
if
please feel free.
if you start experiencing those hot waves like our female dogs out there, you could always
Facts.
flash it in front of me, and I know what to do with it, baby.
I'm just saying.
And then I want to say,
Dub teeth, motherfucking dub. Ho.
Big facts.
All right, well,
Shout out
I just
Sosa.
wanted to say I'm grateful. It's episode 97. If you haven't already, make sure that you go ahead and check out the video for First Place. That's Spitz's most recent video, so make sure that you go ahead and show that video some love. We appreciate all the feedback that we have been getting for that
Yeah.
video. And you can also check out any of the video that we have here on WTW TV if you are watching us on YouTube, if you are listening to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever it is that you may listen to your podcast. I appreciate it. In Jesus, our sponsors. Shout out to our sponsors. Annie and Co. Scented candles. I said last week the specials that she's going to be having. The Black Friday special just passed, so that is over with. Let me just pull up the chat that way. Remember, you guys can always head on over to their website and use our promo code ANC19A. That way you get your 10% discount. Yeah, you guys can just go to their page and check out everything. They're organic candles. They're handmade by a beautiful woman in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna
Brooklyn.
say
And
Stand the
it's an
fuck up.
independent company owned by a woman. So shout out to her.
they also provide 40 to 50 hours of burn time. So I know y'all be mad as fuck while you go to Bath and Body Works and only get about 5 hours or 10 hours out of your candles. Just go ahead and support a real motherfucker.
That's a fact. And we have candles lit every episode, and they've been lasting. Some of them they have lasted for a long time, because I got this like maybe like in August or September. So shout out to that, and then shout out to our other sponsors, His and Her Hair Studio,
Facts.
Miami.
I'm gonna need me an appointment, bruh. I need to pull up on you.
I need to pull up on her too, because I got the wedding.
Pull up on me. We need to put that guy on there too.
That little kid is so. Bro, every time that I think when I'm about to pull up, I always think about that.
for real.
I mean, like, or when I want someone to pull up.
Pull up on. Pull up on me. Oh,
So
when
you
you want somebody to
pull
pull
up
up on ya.
Okay. She's like, where's that energy at?
If
Tell
you
me.
would like to make an appointment, for his-
Claudia.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, the shot is being shot. The shot is
Damn,
being
man, boy.
shot.
You got links now?
Yo, it's like 1 second left in the shot clock.
Yeah, damn.
It's up, baby.
Yeah, we up by 30 right now.
We shooting.
Yo, first of all, he don't need a link. And second of all, I'm talking about the link for the sponsor. That way, my ladies or fellas can book an appointment to get their hair done
His and hers. Facts.
with His and Her Hair Studio MIA. The website is glamgodmiami.glossgenius.com. That way, you can go ahead and book your appointment and get it together.
Yeah,
Good
make sure you
hair
tell 'em
is
that
a
the
good
Dub
impression.
sent you.
Yeah, tell them that we sent you. Yeah, so I'm just very grateful to our sponsors. 97 episodes. I would have never thought that we made it this far.
Or have sponsors.
Or have sponsors. That's a fact.
Facts.
And I'm very grateful for you guys. You guys have always been a part of episodes. When I listen to old episodes, you guys have always been a part of them, either in front of the camera or behind the camera. I mean, Spitz, you were on episode 3, have 14.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Yeah, just be ready. And yeah, so that's I guess how we're ending the episode.
That's it. See you guys next time.
Nah.
Hasta la vista.
All right,
Hasta la
guys.
vista.
For the 97th time in a motherfucking row, it's your girl Audi 3000 with my co-host Hav and Spitz, and we are out of here.